take a moment, and if you're not already seated, find yourself in a comfortable position. Perhaps adjust yourself in your seat, noticing what the chair feels like, what your surroundings are like. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes or simply soften your gaze. And I'd like you to imagine that you're throwing a party. It's the biggest party you've ever thrown. You've invited all your friends and other people you like, and encouraged your friends to invite others, making this the biggest party you've ever hosted. And the day of the party arrives, and your guests and friends are arriving to the party, and the party's getting going, and it's so fun. All of your guests are having a good time. Everyone's socializing and getting along well. The music selection was correct, and people are really enjoying it. And then someone arrives who you really wish hadn't come to the party. And you realize that actually this is someone you didn't invite, but clearly someone had. And they're pretty rude. They're pretty obnoxious. And it feels like they're taking away from the overall party. And you start to notice yourself getting frustrated that they're there. And because you can't stand having them at the party, you just decide to throw this guest out. It's time for them to leave. But not so long after you've thrown them out, you see that this person is back in your house. And you decide to throw him out again. And the problem is that once you've thrown them out, they just come back. You found them at the party again later on in the evening. And you put all your efforts into keeping this unwanted party guest out, keeping them away, and yet nothing seems to be working. You bar the door, you lock the door, you guard the door, you keep your eyes on the incoming guests to make sure that it's not them, and still, they seem to keep coming back. And they seem to be enjoying themselves, but having the same rude attitude as before. Do you notice what's happening? Instead of having fun with your friends at the party, you have all your attention and focus on keeping this guest away, on keeping this unwanted party guest out. And as you do that, you get frustrated and tired because nothing's working. And you keep getting the same result over and over and over again. And the party is going on without you. So now I'd like you to think about this unwanted guest as an uncomfortable internal experience. This could be a thought, a feeling, a sensation. Notice ones that maybe have been present for you today, that are uncomfortable or hard for you to have around. And I'd imagine that throughout today, or even as you've been listening, you've tried to throw that out. You've tried to get rid of that feeling, that thought, that experience. You've tried to throw it out of your consciousness. And the problem is just like the party guest, it keeps coming back stronger than before. It keeps coming back no matter what you try to do. And that's frustrating. Because you've tried so many things. You've tried so many ways to get rid of this feeling or this guest, and it's not working. It's actually backfiring. So what else could you try? What else can you do? I wonder if you could enjoy the party. Instead of focusing on the unwanted guest, the unpleasant or uncomfortable thoughts or feelings or sensations, what if you decided to engage with the party anyway and had fun? Got to spend time with your friends. What if you allowed both the pleasant experiences and the unpleasant experiences to come to you and enjoy them in the way that you can while being engaged in this party? So staying at the party might mean welcoming both wanted or pleasant guests and unwanted guests. And as challenging as that might seem, you can still do it. And you can still enjoy yourself at this party, even with both the wanted and unwanted guests. Changing the way that you're choosing to interact with these experiences might allow you to drop the fight. Simply letting your thoughts and feelings be. Taking them on the ride with you, rather than saying, I can't go until you're gone. Maybe being able to enjoy the ride with them, whether they're there or not. Take a moment and notice what your guests are and how you've been trying to keep them out. Notice what those thoughts, feelings, or sensations are, and all the effort you've put in to keeping them away, and what they've prevented you from doing in return. Why not let them in and welcome them instead? Take a moment. Notice your body back in the seat. The feeling of the chair against your legs and thighs, against your back. And come back to the room, opening your eyes or noticing what's in your environment. And take this unwanted party guest with you. Notice if you can let them in and welcome them rather than trying to push them away. And what dropping that struggle allows you to do, and how it can allow you to engage in your life.